In this video, we will be discussing English Practice Paper 1, March-April 2021 of Part B. The Part B will be of 1.5 hours. So question numbers 13 to 17 are based on this poem. Let us read this poem carefully. Day by day, I float my people boats, one by one, down the running stream. In big black letters, I write my name on them and name of the village where I live. I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. I load my little boats with shively flowers from our garden and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. By this poem, we can understand that the poet makes boats and makes them floats, and he hopes that they will reach some other place safely. And he's in a good mood, he is joyful. So let us answer the questions. Each question has 4 choices. Choose the correct answer and write A, B, C, and D in the brackets given. So now this particular objective question paper should be written on the answer paper only, or part B, remember. So question 13, the poet floats the paper boats. Where does he float? He floats down the stream. We can see here, down the running stream. So option B. Question 14. In big black letter, I write my name on them. The word them refers to what is it talking about? It is talking about boats, right? Because it is boats are there and then them is there. So it is talking about boats. So option B, paper boats. Next, the poet thinks the paper boats will reach new places. He's written, right, to some strange land. Some strange land means strange land will be new only. So he hopes that the paper boats will reach new places. That is option B again. Question 16. The word bloom means you know that something is growing, right? So it is something where flowers will grow. So option A. Next, question 16. The mood of the poet is, we already know, he's describing everything in a very joyful manner. So joyful, that is option C. 18 to 22 question. In the following passage, 5 sentences are numbered and each of them has an error. Correct them and rewrite them in the given space. Father had provided for my education and I had been able to realize his dreams. My parents were truly proud at me. We know it cannot be proud at me, it should be proud of me. So what I have to add here in the answer? My parents were truly proud of me, and underline the corrected word. Next, 19th question. It was through me that they had earned a great degree of admiration and respect from the villagers. So what is wrong in this? It should be greater degree of admiration and respect from the villagers. Okay. So the answer here it should be, it was through me that they had earned a greater degree of admiration and respect from the villagers, and underline the word greater. 20th question. My father would not like to see me a trunk carrying on my back and would be very hurt if I did so. So here it should be it should not be to see me a trunk carrying on me. It should be to see me carrying a trunk on my back. So my father would not like to see me carrying a trunk on my back. Okay, since the space provided is less here, dashes are there, but you have to write the full words. Okay, next question, 21st question. I conclude that it would be better to let him carry it. It should not be I conclude that. I concluded that it would be better to let him carry it. 22nd question. Father was used carrying luggage anyway. Father was used to carrying luggage anyway. Now this is taken from the lesson. Okay, always whenever you read the lesson, you have to carefully read it because grammar part mostly will come from the lesson of the lines. Okay. Read the passage given below, 23rd to 27th question, focusing on the parts that are underlined and answer the questions given at the end as directed. Now some sentences are underlined here. Those we have to read and also answer the questions which are given. So 23rd question here is, first we'll read the paragraph. Ashoka is one of the greatest emperors of Mauryan dynasty. He prompted the spread of Buddhism. Ashoka waged a destructive war against the state of Kalinga. Witnessing mass deaths in the Kalinga war, he converted to Buddhism. He is remembered for Ashoka pillars and for sending Buddhist monks to Sri Lanka and Central Asia. He is referred as Devayanam Priya, or the beloved of the gods. He led people along the path of dharna and ruled his kingdom peacefully. 23rd question. Rewrite the sentence beginning with very few. So, what do you observe here? Where is very few? Here in this, if you observe this 23rd sentence, Ashoka is one of the greatest emperors of Maurya dynasty. So in Maurya dynasty, there were some great emperors. From that great emperors, Ashoka is one of the emperor. So we can write very few emperors of Maurya dynasty are as greater as Ashoka. Here it should be R. Because here it is emperors. Emperors means it should be R. Okay, because it is plural. Next we have rewrite the sentence beginning with a destructive. In 24th sentence we have Ashoka waged a destructive war against the state of Kalinga. So here we have a destructive we have to beginning with. So a destructive war was waged by Ashoka against the state of Kalinga. That is, you are converting the form and writing it in a different form. Okay, here it is Ashoka waged a destructive war. Since you have to start with destructive, you are writing a destructive war was waged by Ashoka against the state of Kalinga. Okay, it is like active to passive or passive to active. 25th question. Witnessing mass deaths in the Kalinga war, he converted to Buddhism. So here you have to start with after. So after witnessing mass deaths only, he converted to Buddhism. So you can write after witnessing mass deaths in the Kalinga war, he converted to Buddhism. Okay, whatever is underlined from those sentences only we are taking if you observe. So that is why you have to read the underlined sentences carefully. You have 26th question. Combine the sentence using not only but also. So in the 26th sentence, if you observe here, he is remembered for Ashoka pillars and for sending Buddhist monks to Sri Lanka and Central Asia. So he is also remembered for Ashoka pillars as well as he is remembered for sending Buddhist monks to Sri Lanka and Central Asia. So we have to also use but also. So two things are there here. So we can use but also. So he is remembered not only for Ashoka pillars but also for sending Buddhist monks to Sri Lanka and Central Asia. So not only for Ashoka pillars, because here not only for Ashoka pillars but for this also. 27th question. Rewrite the sentence beginning with leading. Here we have he led people along the path of dharna and ruled his kingdom peacefully. So we have to begin with the word leading. So leading the people along the path of dharna, comma, he ruled the kingdom peacefully. So same thing you're writing the sentences, but you're just changing the form and writing these sentences. You have to be careful with it because it only said that you have to read carefully the underlined parts and then you have to write the answers. Okay, so this is how you do it. Next question we have, complete the passage choosing the word from the given below it. Each blank is numbered and each blank has 4 sources A, B, C and D. Choose the correct answer from these choices and write A, B, C or D in the brackets given. We cannot imagine life dash fire. So we cannot imagine life. It cannot be with fire because with fire we can imagine life. But in fire also is not correct. Within fire also is not correct because we cannot live within fire, right? So we cannot imagine life without fire is correct. So option D. The early man first invented fire by dash. So by hitting stones. It cannot be by hit stones. It cannot be by hit stones. It cannot be by has hit stones. It has to be by hitting stones. He has discovered fire. Next, later different chemicals dash to make matches. Different chemicals were used. So option C. Because it is past tense. Okay, that is why were should come. And used means again past tense. Next we have, now we find electric lighters dash cause ignition. What do electric lighters do? Electric lighters that cause ignition. So electric lighters that cause ignition. Okay, we cannot write this cause ignition because it is talking about electric lighters. So it is something like that. Okay, so now we find electric lighters that cause ignition. It has to be a continuous sentence. 32 is a dash kerosene are used now in various areas. And kerosene are used in various areas. So it is like this. If you observe in the 32nd sentence, you have today various sources of fire such as wood, petrol, diesel, dash, kerosene. So wood is used, petrol is used, diesel is used, and kerosene should be there. Because whenever we have 3 or 4 words, for first 3 words we put comma and then we put an. So it should be A option, that is an. Okay. So you have to check by seeing each option and then only you have to attempt. It is very scoring. Question numbers 33 to 37. Complete the passage by choosing the words given in the brackets. Traffic signals are dash important today that they regulate the flow of vehicles. Traffic signals are so important today. It should not be too important. They are so important that they regulate the flow of vehicles. So answer is so. Next, dash busy crowded roads that they regulate the flow of vehicle on busy roads or on crowded roads. The roads are always busy, so on busy roads, right? It should not be crowded roads because it is not always crowded, but it may be busy. So the answer is busy. Normally we find them in areas dash the roads are full of vehicles. Normally we find them in areas where the roads are full of vehicles. So there the roads cannot come, where the roads should come. So the answer is where. When one lane is allowed to dash, all the other lanes are stopped. Lane cannot walk. Lane has to, means in the lane vehicles will move. So it cannot be like vehicles can walk. It has to be when all the vehicles are allowed to move. So the answer is move. Next, the three lights red, yellow and green are the symbols for stop, ready to stop and go. It should not be therefore go because stop is used, ready is used and also and go is used. So it should be and because again three words are combined together. Stop, ready and go. 38 to 42. Choose the correct form of the words given in the brackets to complete the passage. Copper is believed to be most dash metal. Copper is used to be the most used metal. We know that we are using it and it was also used before. So used. It is used in dash. Why is it used? Copper is used for in electrical cables. It cannot be electricity cables. It has to be cables are made of electrical. So electrical cables because of good conductivity. Property is conductivity. So conductive should become conductivity. It is dash with gold. What is it done? It is mixed with gold in making ornaments. Copper is beneficial for health and people use copper plates and glasses in their dining. It cannot be copper is benefit. It should be copper is beneficial. That is correct grammar. Now 43 to 47. Read the following passage with focus on the underlined parts. Answer them as directed. Out of fear, Bayaji had to abandon plans for the storied house. So here it is telling you, you have to read the following passage with focus on the underlined parts. Write the meaning of the underlined word. Abandon means you're leaving that. So here Bayaji had to leave the plans for storied house. So the meaning of abandon is leave. Next, write the correct form of the underlined word. It is 44. 44 is over here. The conventional three-portioned house was taken up. Was taken up. Was is used. Was means past tense, that is taken. So taking will become taken because it is past tense. Next, work was resumed and the walls rose rapidly. Here it is telling you to write the meaning of opposite in meaning of the underlined word. So rapidly means fast. So opposite of fast is slow. So here it is rapidly means here it should be slowly because here ly is there. Here also ly will be there. That is slowly, not slow. Next, the middle portion was a little elevated and a small first story fixed up there with a wooden flooring. First story. We know it cannot be story, that is kahani. It should be story means it should be building. That is storey. That is the correct spelling. So here it is telling you replace the underlined word with the correct word which is pronounced similarly. So both story and story, both are in pronunciation they are same but they are having different spellings. Okay. Next, this part could be raised by still raising from the kitchen. It cannot be raising from the kitchen. It has to be rising from the kitchen. Rising means it is increasing. Okay, the answer is rising. Hope you have understood this grammar part and English part. If you understood, please like this video and also share this video with others and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.